is probably my most favorite piece out of everything here. This is vintage Valentino. Everybody, it's been a while since I've done a haul for things that aren't Lululemon. So today I want to share with you the majority of the jackets that I've acquired this winter and that I've been wearing. Some pieces that I got from my Texas trip, which you've already seen in that travel vlog, and already some of the pieces that I got from Europe. Some really fun vintage shopping. We have even like a little cute Valentino dress that I managed to pick up. So I'm really excited to show you all of it. Let me get you through this entire piece. This first piece here, we have this beautiful vintage jacket. It's 100% wool and it has a genuine fur collar, has that beautiful pure 100% virgin wool. I actually absolutely love this jacket. It looks so elegant on, and honestly that white fur collar is gorgeous. I never buy new fur, but secondhand or vintage fur I more than welcome. I got that during vintage thrift shopping. This piece is so cute. I got this in Texas. You might have seen me thrifting in one of the vlogs, actually all the vlogs, because luxury shopping and vintage shopping are both things that I love to do. And when can I combine both of them? It's so good. This is such a classic and the colors are so fun. This doesn't have a care label on it, but I believe this is also wool from how it feels. And I found out there's like this little mark. So when I go thrift shopping, I look at every single label, everything that's possible. And there's a little mark here. And I actually looked up what this means, and it's a union made ladies garment in the USA. So this is made in the US from about the time period of 1970. So super cool. I love all that detail in here. So this is an absolute fave just for something really fun. Like if I'm matching a bag that's yellow, green, orange, this is the one. This piece, I have to think about this one for a second. This piece is from Uniqlo. I don't have my other colors here. It's at my other place, but this is from Uniqlo. They knew for last season, and Uniqlo always has great stuff. And I think this was a really classic piece. It comes with the belt tie, so you can wear it with the belt cinched around your waist and not. One thing I really like doing, if I decide not to wear the belt loop, you know how like sometimes it drags on the floor and it falls out? To prevent that, I actually tie a little knot, but it looks really elegant. So that's all I did. I just looped it around like that with one hand. And if you do it that way, you can make like a little elegant knot. You see that in the back. And if you do it on both sides, it always stays that way. You still have that like detailing in the back for that belt, but you don't actually have to wear it and it won't fall off. So I actually wore the black one. I actually brought this one to Texas with me. Uniqlo's pretty good at pricing. I think this one was like $100 maybe. And it's not 100% pure wool, but let me tell you what it is. I've purchased a couple of different coats from Uniqlo before. This one is 42% nylon and 37% wool and then 21% polyester. So it's not like the absolute worst one, so I actually think it's pretty decent for really classic coats. This one I absolutely love. Oh my god, if you come to this video, this is probably, I love this. This is a vintage piece from J. Percy Marvin Richards. Oh, and this is fox fur, and the amazing thing about it is it goes all the way to the bottom hem. And the entire piece is entirely full leather. So it's such a heavy piece. This is probably one of the heaviest pieces in here. I just got this winter too, and it looks so good. I actually love wearing this like on the shoulder moment and not necessarily through the sleeves, just because it does have like the massive shoulder pads. I didn't do any alterations or anything like that, so it still has like that real vintage look, and I'm not always trying to go for that, so I like that off the shoulder moment because I feel like kind of tones it down, makes it a tiny bit more modern. But absolutely, the long fur all the way, gorgeous. This is probably my most favorite piece out of everything here. And these are just the coats that I got this winter. And then this one here is from London Fog. It's again pure wool. It has that little pure wool label, pure virgin wool label on the bottom here. So whenever I try to go thrift shopping or vintage shopping for coats specifically, I always try to get, even if I don't recognize the labels, I always try to get something that's 100% pure wool. Like I never want to be thrifting Uniqlo. Like if I get Uniqlo, I'll just get it new. But if it's a vintage piece, I would definitely get it like a really, really good material composition. What I love about this is the color. It's this bright cobalt blue, and I don't own anything like this. Again, one of those big shoulder pads, but a moment I really love is the inside lining. So fun inside. What do you think? It's a polyester lining, but I still think it's really, really fun for that big pop of surprise. And this color. Okay, we're coming to some pieces that I've been not really good at the hauls lately, so they're just pieces from like every trip that I've been on that I haven't shown you yet, and I do really want to show you. This piece I got in Europe. I'll be posting all my travel vlogs for Europe slowly as I get through every content, so you will see me trying this on in one of the vlogs in Naples. So I got this one in Naples, Italy. Absolutely amazing. I do have to fix a little one or two things though. There was like one of the buttonhole threads like popped out, but you can see that they're all double welt buttonholes, which means that the construction was just way more costly. Oh, and the other thing that popped out while I was wearing it was the pom-pom. I just need to sew it back, but I mean, I know how to fix it. It's just kind of like annoying, but no big deal. This was only 80 euros. 80-90 euros, so like around like 120-30 US. My favorite thing is the little fluffy fur sleeves, and the vintage vibes on this is really strong. This coat is from the 70s, and the suede detailing goes all the way to the bottom as well. So I love that. Really, really nice jacket, full leather, and real fur collars, and the pom-pom. Super, super fun. So love this piece, and I must have loved it enough because I actually dragged it all throughout Europe with me. This was the heaviest and biggest piece that I got, and I managed to carry it on through all my little trips. This piece I also got in Europe. I got this piece in Bari in Italy, and so just like the heel, the Puglia region of, but it's also a vintage piece. So it's actually shearling. It's not actually the best quality. I didn't even realize this after I purchased it, but there's a little tear. I don't know if it teared when I was wearing it or it just tore before, but I wouldn't be surprised if it tore before. That's probably why it was in the vintage section, you know. And there's a little tear in the back here too. Kind of sad. But to fix these, I'm not like a furrier, so maybe I could hand stitch it. I might actually just do that just because I'm probably not really wanting to spend too much money on a piece that I thrifted. But it is really cute. Like a really nice, like it looks very modern, to be honest. My favorite part is that it's actually shearling, so it's like wool hair, and it's just so fun. Really, really nice. This actually kept me really warm. I actually had to get this piece because Italy in the winter was a lot colder than I expected, and I was freezing my ass off half the time. So love that. This piece I got in Hong Kong, so that was nearly a year ago. I still haven't done all my haul videos from there, so I'm so sorry. But if you're still watching, I will show you. I got a bunch of like designer shoes and all of that. So this is from Zara. I got this from Zara probably half a year ago, but I've only actually just worn it recently for the first or second time. This one is really, really pretty. It's 100% linen from Zara. And I think I did get this on sale on Zara too. I try my best to get sale pieces because I love sales. It's just like a very fun thing of mine. But I love the material of it. Okay, yes. So this is confirmed 100% cotton. That's why it feels really nice. The only thing is that the hem, it's like a raw hem. And I think you just have to look out for it. I didn't even notice. But because it's a raw hem, which gives it like a really natural look, it's also like the threads were coming out. And yesterday when I was walking behind me, there was like a little cotton thread that was following me and I had to cut it off. I don't think it's the end of the world. I mean, at Zara, it wasn't so expensive. And it's nice. Like, I wouldn't buy a really expensive white jacket, I think. I think I wouldn't. But Zara is great. So this was a really, really nice piece. And we're coming down to just the last two pieces. And both of these I got in Europe. This one I was just really excited to find, like I told you. This is vintage Valentino. It was really nice. The fit is actually really good. I might have to lose a couple of pounds, you know, here and there. But this was a really fun piece. It wasn't too expensive because I also got it from a thrift store. One of my favorite thrift stores in Europe, and there's a bunch of these because I believe it's a franchise. It's called Humana. In every city I went in Italy, I'm like, where is a Humana store? Which is kind of like the Americans' version of Savers, you know, or Goodwill. So Humana is like Europe's version of Savers or Goodwill. So I quite liked this. So this was like a great find because they're not necessarily designer pieces. Some of them are curated vintage shops are just so expensive because I know it's expensive. They mark everything extra expensive. But this one, really pretty. I actually did already wash this. I didn't get it dry cleaned because I just didn't. But I like hand washed it. Looks fine. It needs a good steam. But very happy that I managed to get a vintage piece of Valentino. And the last piece I got was just something for fun. And I really, really, really like this. I think I got a couple more pieces, but they're not here. But this I really like. It's from Pinko, and I've always wanted a Pinko t-shirt. So this was so fun. It's actually quite heavy. It's like complete beading. So gorgeous. I mean, this is just like a fun thing I would just wear like normally. But I mean, you don't see this brand in North America, but when you go to Italy, every other girl has like a Pinko jacket or bag, so it just made me feel like I want to have one of these, and I'm really happy because it gives me a lot of really great memories from Italy when I actually haven't worn it yet, to be honest, but when I look at it, I'm like, very pretty. So that is all for today for the vintage coats and the new coats and little couple pieces that I got recently. So I hope you enjoyed a little bit of that, and I'll see you again for my next video. Ignore that hair that was just sticking out that entire time. Well, love you, and it was great to talk to you. See you again in my next video.